What are some of the things you should be doing when you turn 18? Find out in today's Shaggy's Ideas. Number one, first thing that you should be doing when you turn 18 is to find a part-time job or start some sort of side hustle, whether it be washing your family's cars, your friends' cars. Just make sure it's a little side hustle, something that you could earn some money on. Or a part-time job, that way you start building experience. Having good work experience is nice because you get the general gist of how it's gonna work out in this other kind of work. It builds that knowledge, right? Whether it's at a cashier, there's always places looking for cashiers, right? A fast food, right? If you work at one fast food, it's gonna be easier to work at the other fast food, even though there's differences always. Starting a side hustle, that's perfect because you start knowing and having that mentality of, every car that I wash is gonna be $10, or for example, or $20. Oh, he wants vacuum, okay, it's gonna be this much, because you know how much the time and effort is and how much resources you're going to be expending on that. Number two, things that you should start considering is to start saving money. Yeah, you're young, you want to go partying, you want to do this, you want to do that, you want to buy Gucci. No, not the best financial decision. I mean, if you want to buy Gucci, that's your choice, right? But make sure that you're not wasting all your money. If you're going to be buying something, let's just say you have $500, don't go and spend those $500. At least save 100 of them and save them and never touch them for emergencies, because once you start growing up, emergencies start coming up. And I wish that when I was younger, I didn't spend that much money. I would be in a way better position right now. Think of the future as well. Don't just think of the future, but also consider the future. Number three, this is something that I started very late in the game. Start building credit. Get a credit card, preferably a student card or a secure credit card. But it's so important. There's so many benefits, and having good credit is like having good money. It's like having a good source of income. Credit is just as important as money. You need them. You want to buy a car, a brand new car in the future? You want to buy a house? You're going to need credit. You want to build a business? You're going to need credit, because it's very hard to start these things on cash alone. If you manage, that's great, but it's sometimes not the best choice, especially when it comes to a business. If you could borrow money that you're going to be paying less in interest than what you're going to be earning, it's better to just, slowly pay it off instead of just paying it all. But, depends on you. Number four, and this is something that I was very guilty of as well. You could say that these are my mistakes when I was 18. Not focusing on you and also not being present. I put these two together. You have to focus on yourself, and you have to focus on yourself now. Not the you from the future, not the you from the past. Because, there's some people that focus on themselves, but they just focus on the mistakes from the past. They just focus on, okay, I have to do this in the future. But what are you doing now? Right? I just want you to answer this question to yourself. What are you doing now to be where you want to be in 5 years? What about 2 years? What about 1 year? Are you doing the steps right now to be where you want to be? Are you getting good grades? Are you broke? Are you working? Are you exercising? Oh, you feel too skinny. You feel too fat. You feel too this, too that. Do something about it now. Focus on what you can do now. You can't change the past, and there's nothing you could do about the future because it's still not here. Focus on what you can do now, and that way you could change the future to how you want it to look like, or at least something similar to that. Number five, this one is a very tricky one. It's very important to study, and it's very important to learn. And just because you turn 18 does not mean that that stops. You have to continue that. However, you also have to consider, is university something that you need to achieve your goal? Do you want to become a doctor? I'll bet. Then maybe you're probably going to need university, because you can't be a doctor illegally. You really can't. It's very dangerous. But maybe you want to be, I don't know, what do you want to be? A YouTuber? An artist? A musician? A rapper? I don't know. That's up to you to decide. But do you need university in order to achieve what you want? And also, don't study what somebody else wants you to study. Study what you want. What do you like? You know, and if you like it, that's like very important. And also, like I mentioned in the beginning, study and learning. Is there something you could do now to accelerate that process before you even enter university? Is there something where you could start right now? Maybe you want to build your own website. Maybe you want to build websites for very big companies, right? Let's just say, right? Or you want to make your own software or your own app or your own game. Start learning code right now. Tutorials on the internet. And take the classes as well. Or learn it all online if you could manage. You know, that's the thing. Find different ways. University is not the only way to success. And if you don't feel ready, you don't have to take it right on. But do something productive with your time. Don't be home playing video games all the time. You know, if you play video games after coming to work, that's fine. Or after studying, that's fine. But if you're not doing any of those two, and then you're just home playing video games all day, you're not gonna be in a good spot 5 years later. I can tell you that. It's gonna be a much ruder awakening. Anyways, number 6. So, adulting is very complex, and you need to learn what you already should learn fully. What do I mean? Start learning how to cook. Even if it's like breakfast, let's just say you don't know how to cook eggs, right? There's some people that don't know how to fry an egg. But I can't cook rice, and that's not, I'm 25. I can't cook rice. I haven't tried it, and I should. And that's something that you should as well. Why do I say this? Because once you move out of the house, you're gonna be cooking your own food. You're gonna be cleaning your own clothes. You're gonna be doing your own lawn. You're gonna be doing your own room, which that's good. You know, if you had the luxury for whatever reason to not have to do all these things and you're 18, you know, it might feel good now. But imagine, let me just bring it like this for you guys. You bring home a girl, a date. Which one would attract her more? A nice, clean, fresh room? Or one where there's trash everywhere and it looks like you haven't even cleaned it in like a year? You get what I'm saying, right? It's important for attraction. It's important for yourself, for hygiene, all that stuff. So it's important to learn basic chores, you know, how bills work, all these stuff, all this financial stuff. It's important to learn, even if you don't start doing it immediately, but it's very important that you start learning these things. How do they work? Ask your parents, you know, or ask somebody higher up. That way you could start learning about it. It's so important. And time management. Learn to manage your time and organization. Those two things I learned so late, but I can't blame anybody else other than myself. And neither can you. You gotta learn, whether it's the good way or the bad way. And number 7, take care of yourself. What do I mean by this? Once you're 18, that's the age people want to go crazy. Let's go party, get drunk, let's do this, drugs, sex like crazy. You know, let's be real. People don't wait until they're 18 for all those things. But since it's legal, there's nothing stopping you. Much less right now. But whatever you do, sure, have fun, whatever. If you're gonna have sex, use protection. You don't know what disease anybody is holding. You know, pregnancy. Are you prepared to take care of yourself? You're not? Are you prepared for a kid? Are you? And, you know, during this time, people will be talking about abortions and all that stuff. Can you pay it? Like, if that's one of the options that you have, can you pay it? It's much easier to just wear a condom, be safe, drink a pill, whatever. Just be safe. You know, you don't want to do something that you're going to be regretting for the rest of your life. Make sure to be protected. And this also means for what you eat, what you be drinking. You know, don't get drunk out of your butt and then expecting to be looking young when you're 30, and don't be expecting to be feeling good. You know, if you're throwing up your liver constantly, that's not a good thing. You're just creating bad habits. You're wasting your money. And I'm not saying don't have fun. And I'm not saying don't have party. Just, you know, be responsible with yourself. Take care of yourself. I'm not saying go to the gym every day of your life, but at least exercise 2 to 3 times a week, you know? Drink water. Be healthy with yourself. Take care of your body, because your body is the only home you have assured in this world. That's it. It's the only one you have sure. And you don't know how long you're going to have it. And if you keep wasting that moment, you keep wasting that energy, you're not going to have it for long. You know, and that reminds me, there's this Bible reference where it says something along the lines of, he who destroys his temple shall be destroyed fully, or something like that. I don't know. If I find it, I'll put it in the description or something. But if you are looking to destroy your body and you don't take care of it, that's exactly what you're gonna get. So just take care of your body, take care of yourself, your mind. Get away from those negative people, all that drama. Focus on yourself, like I said. And, you know, a little recap: hustle part-time, get some money, you know, you gotta work, start saving, man, because you never know when something's gonna happen. Me with my accident right now, I broke my femur. If I didn't have money saved up, how was I gonna buy a car? How was I gonna buy a car? You never know what's gonna happen. Have money ready in case you need to invest, in case you need to buy a car, in case you need to fund an operation, you know? Third thing, start building credit. It's so important. There's a lot of benefits, and I'll have them in the screen at the end or something. Focus on you, be present. It's number 4. Number 5, study and learn, and consider if you need university or not. Or do you need it now? Maybe you need it later. Learn adult basic fundamentals is number 6. Time management, organization, money management, all that good stuff. That's kind of boring sometimes, but you need to know these things. And take care of yourself is number 7. Super important. You're young now, but you're not going to be young forever. And that's coming for a 25-year-old. And, you know, it's been pretty good ever since I started taking care of myself. I started taking care of myself at a younger age, but some of these things I didn't, like building credit and all this. So that's my advice for you guys. And if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing for more self-improvement videos like this one, and dropping me one of these. It really helps me out. And I'm gonna leave you guys with some videos you can continue watching to improve and continue your self-improvement journey with me. I'll see you guys in the next Shaggy's Ideas.